Dr. Brazier here. Welcome to this brief presentation on creating course objectives, SLOs, and TOs. So this isn't just really how to create them so much as it sort of is differentiating between them and showing you a workflow for how they all connect together. Okay, so obviously when we're thinking about objectives and outcomes, we've got to start with Bloom's taxonomy because we may have a vague idea of what we want our students to be able to accomplish, but as we think about that taxonomy, that hierarchy of abilities, when we're talking about knowledge that students sort of take on and own, then we need to really consider those higher levels, especially because when we're talking about counselor ed, we're talking about teaching master students, maybe even at some point doctoral students, right? And so they need to be demonstrating their knowledge and understanding at those higher levels of Bloom's taxonomy. So we're going to start out big picture with course objectives. So course objectives are those very small, finite, at the end of the course, what do I really, really, really hope that my students walk away being able to know and do? So state what the course and the instructor will do to help the students accomplish the student learning objectives and identify the content that must be taught in the course. So we're starting here with course objectives. So an example would be this course will. So we're not talking about what students will be able to do. We're talking about what the course is going to do. So the course will teach students how to construct overview and analytic charts, for example. This course will enable students to explore their own cultural biases, right? Whatever. This course will facilitate student learning and practice in basic counseling skills. Okay, whatever that you want, big picture. Now, there will be more than one of these. There's not going to be 20 because we're really trying to narrow down at the end of the day, what do I say is the crucial knowledge and skills that the student must walk away with from this course in particular. And then out of course objectives flow the student learning outcomes, or SLOs for short. So we know what the course is trying to accomplish, but how do we know if it did? Well, we need to be able to see that the student can do certain things. What are the outcomes that the student has learned how to do? So state what the students will be able to do once the course is completed. Again, it's a big picture view. It's for the whole course. We're not talking session by session, topic by topic. We're only talking about, again, that very basic, small collection of knowledge and skills that we want the students to walk away with. But now we're just talking about it instead of from the course's end, we're talking about it from the student's end. What will the student be able to do once they finish this course? So here's an example. To demonstrate competency of these objectives, you will, and then here's one, create overview and analytical charts of Bible books. So obviously this example isn't from the world of counselor ed, this is from the world of Bible, but you can see how the course, if you look at the top right example for the course objectives, the course is going to teach students how to construct overview and analytical charts. And then when we talk about the student learning outcome that matches that course objective, it should be one-to-one, right? We should be able to like clearly match up, draw arrows, just like there's an arrow here. I should be able to draw an arrow between each course objective and each student learning outcome for the entire course. Like I should be able to draw arrows connecting those dots. Like if I had the course objectives on the left and the student learning outcomes on the right, it should be clear to me without your help as the instructor which one goes with which one, and I should be able to match them up no matter how you shuffle them, right? So clearly, if the course is going to teach the students how to construct overview and analytical charts, what we want the student to do by the end of it is that the student will create overview and analytical charts of Bible books, right? That just makes sense. Okay, now's when we go from that zoomed out big picture view to each session topic. And so if you are doing if you're doing a course that has 14 weeks, a semester-long course, then there will be 14 topics. If you're doing a course that has 7 weeks, like a one block, half a semester, 7-week course, then you're going to have 7 session topics. And so these topic outcomes, TOs, topic outcomes, are for each individual topic. So you should have a set of them for each session of the course. So this says, topic outcomes break the student learning outcomes into specific details session by session and identify learning to be measured by session assignments. So not necessarily those great big picture assignments, like overall in the big picture for the student learning outcomes, they're going to create overview and analytical charts of Bible books. But imagine that, for session 5, they're creating an analytical chart of 1 Corinthians, right? So it's going to be more specific because it's going to be aligned with this very specific session topic. So here's an example. By the end of this session, right, not the course, but this session, you will be able to construct a horizontal chart of Ephesians, which indicates major topic divisions and chapters. So see how much more specific it gets when we get to the topic outcomes at the session level. Now we're getting much more specific. All right, so I hope this has been helpful to break down learning, like course objectives versus student learning outcomes versus topic outcomes, to sort of help you create sort of a flow chart in your mind of how I do this. So start with the collection of what's the least that I need the students to be able to know. After that, that's going to be the student learning outcomes, know and do. And then, so what are the course outcomes? What are the course objectives? The course is going to do what? And then once you've done all of that work, one-to-one matching, then we need topic outcomes for each individual topic. All right. Thanks, you guys.